This incident took place in Palm Beach County, Florida, when a citizen journalist named Seek Justice was filming outside the local sheriff's office. Within moments, a group of deputies quickly approached and confronted him, questioning his presence and immediately demanding identification. What began as a lawful act of filming in a public space quickly escalated into a prolonged and tense detention, as more officers joined in, turning the situation into a high-pressure standoff. Surrounded by deputies, Seek Justice was subjected to threats and psychological intimidation, a common tactic in encounters where civil rights are disregarded or outright ignored. Despite committing no crime, he was treated like a suspect simply for daring to raise a camera in front of those in uniform. The incident reveals a deeply troubling reality. Instead of following proper procedures and respecting civil rights, the officers reacted as if they were facing a serious threat, simply because they were being filmed. They were not upholding the law, they were abusing their power to intimidate and discourage the public from holding them accountable.
Like I said, I'm video recording. I'm sorry?
Why are you video recording? Do you have some business here?
I do.
Business,
I don't need to explain that to you.
actually, you do.
No, I don't. This is a public street.
Do you have any identification?
Oh, I don't have to give you that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Sir, do you have identification?
I don't have to give you identification.
Yes, you do. I'm asking you who you are and why you're standing here.
Are you accusing me of committing a
I'm not
crime?
accusing you of anything. I want to know why you're videotaping the sheriff's office property.
Oh, I'm not videotaping the sheriff's office
I
property.
actually saw you. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to debate it. I need you to produce some identification.
Are you accusing me of a crime?
I'm not accusing you of anything. At this point,
Then I don't need to bring you identification.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to ask you again. So
You're asking me. I have a right not to give it.
you do not.
Yes, I do.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
Do you have ID on you?
Excuse me. Don't touch me.
Okay.
Go ahead. Call your supervisor over.
Actually, I am the supervisor. So
Okay.
that's your mistake.
Then call the chief of police.
We don't have one of those.
No, you don't have a chief of police.
No, we don't. This is the
Sheriff's office. Call the sheriff then. Sheriff Bradshaw. I'm on a public street, on a public sidewalk, doing what I want. Well within my right. First Amendment and Fourth Amendment rights.
You have to identify yourself.
If I'm being accused of a crime.
No, you're incorrect.
No, I'm not. Am I being detained?
You're about to be if you don't identify yourself to me.
You can't detain me.
Oh, I
for not committing a crime.
absolutely can.
Not for committing nothing. I have done nothing wrong. Here I am. 2 more officers have pulled up. This is Officer B.L. Thomas, Sr. Sergeant. This is Officer G. Lopez. I'm video recording. You weren't talking to me.
I am talking to you. I need some identification.
I don't have to produce identification unless you accuse me of a crime. Have you accused me of a crime?
I want to know why you're standing here.
I have no reason to give you that, and I have no right to give that to you.
I need to see your driver's license.
Oh, I don't have a driver's license.
Are you riding that bike over there?
Oh, I am.
So I need some identification.
No, you do not.
Actually, I do.
No, you do not. There's another officer pulling up. I do not need to give you identification unless you're accusing me of a crime. I am in a public place.
Who told you this was public?
This is a public sidewalk. As is there's a public bus stop over there. This is not county property.
Oh, it absolutely is.
This is public property.
It's county property.
Okay, and I'm a resident of that county.
I don't know that because you won't give me your ID.
I don't have to. You're not accusing me of a crime.
I'm about to accuse you of a crime.
What are you accusing me of a crime?
I'm conducting an investigation, and you're obstructing.
Am I free to go, or am I being detained?
You are not free to go.
What crime am I
You're
being detained for? What crime am I being
because
detained for?
you're standing out here
on a
acting
public street,
peculiar, and you refuse to identify yourself to me.
I don't have to identify myself unless I'm committing a crime.
I'm giving you one last opportunity to tell me who you are.
I do not have to identify myself in a public place unless I'm being accused of a crime.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you or anything I need to know about?
No, I don't.
Are there any weapons in your bag?
No, I don't.
Are there any weapons in your person?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you mind if I check for myself?
You can frisk me and that's it. You cannot touch my bag. I do not allow any search or seizure. Am I free to go? You realize you just did an illegal seizure.
What did I seize?
You patted me down for no reason.
You said I could.
No, I did not.
Oh, you absolutely did, and it's audio recording.
Sure thing. Am I free to go?
You are not until you
else.
identify yourself.
I don't have to identify myself unless I'm being accused of a crime.
Go around.
Be careful, there's cars out there.
I need you to identify yourself.
No, you do not. Unless you are committing me of a crime in the state of Florida, I do not have to identify myself.
Okay. I'm going to ask you one last time to tell me your name and your date of birth. If you don't do it, I'm going to arrest you.
For what?
For obstruction.
Obstruction of what?
Obstruction of me.
What crime have I committed?
At this point, you're a suspicious person, which is why I stopped out with you. And you need to identify yourself.
You're telling a suspicious person is walking on a sidewalk, riding their bicycle?
You were not riding your bicycle. You were not riding on the sidewalk. You were standing there and you were taking photographs of my building.
No, I was not.
Okay? And I saw you.
My name's Chris.
I need your full date of birth and your name.
The officer began playing a familiar game, pushing boundaries to see what would stick. He insisted that merely standing still and recording was suspicious enough to demand identification, even though no crime had been committed. Notice how they routinely rely on vague accusations like obstruction or suspicious activity, terms that have become convenient excuses whenever they want to assert authority but can't point to any specific law. Listen closely and you can sense the subtle condescension in their tone. Phrases like, "We don't have a sheriff, so you're required to identify yourself," aren't just bureaucratic formalities. They carry a patronizing, threatening undertone, especially toward those who know their civil rights. By the end of the video, legal boundaries have clearly been crossed. The citizen remained cooperative, trying to de-escalate the situation and even consenting to a limited weapons check. But that good faith was betrayed once the cameras were off. The sergeant proceeded to search the outer pockets of the backpack without consent, an outright violation of the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. And let's be honest, they were never investigating a crime. The only offense was someone standing on a sidewalk with a camera. What's nearly unbelievable is that Sergeant Brooke L. Thomas, the same officer seen here blatantly twisting the law, is actually a criminal justice instructor at a local college. Ironically, this very video was later used by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office as a training example, not to show what should be done, but to underscore exactly what must never be done. There was no lawsuit, no official punishment, but this audit won't be the last. Because when people stay silent, abuse becomes the norm. And when someone speaks up, that moment becomes a lesson worth learning, even if the cost is a night in jail.